Some of Donald Trump's positions are new to American politics and frankly could alter the security of everyone on this planet. For decades, one of the bedrocks of American foreign policy has been stopping nuclear proliferation.
So you have no problem with Japan, South Korea having nuclear weapons?
At some point, we have to say, you know what, we're better off if Japan protects itself against this maniac in North Korea. We're better off, frankly, if South Korea is going to start to protect itself.
Saudi Arabia, nuclear weapons?
Saudi Arabia, absolutely.
You would be fine with them having nuclear weapons?
No, not nuclear weapons, but they have to protect themselves.
But if you say to Japan, yes, it's fine, you get nuclear weapons, South Korea, you as well, and Saudi Arabia says we want them too.
Can I be honest with you? It's going to happen anyway. It's going to happen anyway. It's only a question of time.
It's going to happen anyway.
Everybody was asking me about his mental health. Everybody was talking about his mental health yesterday. Everybody was calling me saying, what's happening to him? What is wrong with him? It seems so disconnected from reality and standard norms of human behavior.
He's denying in his response to Bill O'Reilly that he got in a fight with these people over the weekend that we all saw.
Yes, and that's a common thing for folks with character disturbances to do. It's not that they don't know what they do. It's simply that they feel entitled to do it.
I would say that someone who spends time creating a very grandiose view of themselves, you know, I'm the best in business, I'm sexually the best, all the women want me, and will break the rules, lie, do something unethical, for the purpose of that, it certainly makes you think about intense narcissism, right? Everything has to refer to me, and I have to be the best.
What might that say, if anything, about his judgment as, say, a commander-in-chief? I mean, would it worry you to know that those characteristics are a part of him?
It depends. When it also moved into being incredibly self-centered, in other words, no empathy, everything has to refer to me, I always have to be at the center, and it has to be about me, that did not correlate with greatness.
Narcissists are pathological liars. They lie all the time. They don't not only embellish or embroider or confabulate, which all of us do from time to time, but they constantly, blatantly, bold-facedly lie. And all of them do it. The traits and features and behaviors which are common to all narcissists, malignant or not, are sufficient to disqualify him as President of the United States. Many politicians have a narcissistic style. Many of them even have narcissistic personalities, but extremely few have a personality disorder. Donald Trump, in my view, would satisfy most of the criteria for a personality disorder. We can only evaluate. As we have evaluated Adolf Hitler or Saddam Hussein or others, we can only evaluate Donald Trump.
It's the nightmare scenario that every president and his chief of staff must face. The possibility of activating the football. The briefcase equipped with codes for launching a nuclear attack.
It is not hyperbole to say that if Donald Trump becomes president, he will have the ability to more or less annihilate all life on this planet. Scarborough's comment this morning prompted a tweet storm from someone who used to advise Mitt Romney and Jeb Bush on national security during their campaigns, and who also happens to be someone who used to be at the switches to launch a nuclear weapon. John Noonan, who went on a remarkable tweet storm writing in part, "Buckle the hell up," and nuclear deterrence is about balance. Trump is an elephant jumping up and down on one side of the scale. So damn dangerous. And John Noonan joins me now. Mr. Noonan.
And to see Donald Trump play so loose and so fast and so callously with such an important responsibility, it's hard to watch.
I think you have to ask yourself, do I want a person of that temperament control the nuclear codes? And as of now, I'd have to say no.
Matthew Waxman has served in a number of senior positions at the State Department, the Pentagon, the National Security Council. Matthew, thanks so much for joining us. I want to read a quick part of this letter right now for our viewers right now. You say of Donald Trump, he is unable or unwilling to separate truth from falsehood. He does not encourage conflicting views. He lacks self-control and acts impetuously. He cannot tolerate personal criticism. He has alarmed our closest allies with his erratic behavior. All of these are dangerous qualities in an individual who aspires to be president and commander-in-chief with command of the U.S. nuclear arsenal.
When you have the nuclear codes at your fingertips and the military in your command, you can't make snap decisions. You can't have a thin skin or a tendency to lash out. You need to be steady and measured and well-informed.
What concerns you most about Donald Trump?
How erratic he is, but he's inconsistent. And when you're the head of a global superpower, inconsistency, unpredictability, those are dangerous things. They frighten your friends and they tempt your enemies. And so I would be very, very concerned.
Several months ago, a foreign policy expert on the international level went to advise Donald Trump, and 3 times he asked about the use of nuclear weapons. 3 times he asked, at one point, if we have them, why can't we use them?
Trump asked 3 times.
3 times in an hour briefing, why can't we use nuclear weapons? With that.
Be careful, America, and be careful, Republican leaders.